right, hi guys. So we're going to be doing a little different kind of workout today. This one's going to be entitled, I cannot get my back to crack, which is something that I see obviously in the clinic very often as a chiropractor. So basically, I'm going to give you a couple little secrets that you can do at home when you have that kind of stuck, my back won't move kind of feeling. So we're just going to have a mat. We're not going to need any other equipment. You're going to be coming to the back of your mat. And we'll just start with our feet about shoulder distance apart. Have your knees just softly bent, and then all you're going to do is just drop your head and then start to slowly roll forward and down through your spine. And I just want you to take a quick stock of how your back is feeling, how your spine's feeling, and if you're feeling any little sticky spots on the way down, and then same thing on the way back up. Just see if you do have any kind of little pulley sensation, or maybe you're just a little bit tight on one side versus the other. And then we're just going to do that a couple more times. So drop your head, exhale, rolling all the way forward and down. You should notice too, sorry, my pants are falling down. You should notice too, as you're going down and up, that it gets a little bit easier every time. Maybe that pulley sensation isn't quite as bad. We really want to think about moving through your whole spine though. So make sure your head's staying really heavy as you roll forward and down. And then you want to keep your head really heavy as you roll back up. Nice deep breath in at the top. And then one more time, you're going to drop your head. Think really slow, let the shoulder blades come forward. And then just moving through, maybe finding a little bit of an increased stretch. Keep your knees a little bit bent, and you're going to roll yourself forward. And then you're going to bend your knees even more until you can reach your hands to the floor. So if your hands don't touch the floor, that's fine. Just go ahead, grab onto your shins, your ankles. If your hands do touch the floor, go ahead and slide your hands actually under your feet. So it's kind of like, I don't know, you think of a monkey or something like that in this position. Let your head be heavy. Keep your knees bent. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to straighten one leg and keep the opposite one bent. And then bend the straightened leg to meet the bent one. And then switch. Opposite leg's going to straighten and then bend back in. So we're going to be here for a minute. Keep the back of your head really, really, really heavy and keep your knees bent. Every time you bend your knee to the center, think about dropping your tailbone maybe a little bit more. So you stretch that leg and then drop through your tailbone. Stretch the leg and drop through your tailbone. Good. One more each side. Stretch and drop through your tailbone. One more, stretch and then drop through, and then take your hands out. Let the shoulders be heavy, and then you're going to roll your spine all the way back up. Good. Okay, so I'm going to face towards you. You're going to take your feet nice and wide this time. Keep your toes facing forward. You can even think about maybe letting your toes face in a little bit more, unless you're starting to feel a little bit of a pinch at the front of your hips as you do this. But try both, a little bit forward or a little bit in. You're going to soften your knees, drop your head, and then roll your spine forward and all the way down until your hands meet the floor, and then roll back up. So the reason I'm kind of getting you to bring your knees maybe a little bit forward is that it actually helps to open up your pelvis at the back, which is going to help relieve some of that pressure. Rolling forward and down, and then rolling back up. Now, if your toes are pigeon-toed, go back to a little bit more parallel. Roll down again, dropping through your head. Good. And then hands are going to meet in the center. So same thing here. If you cannot bring your hands to the floor, you're going to be holding on to your shins. But all we're going to be doing is you're going to lift your right arm up, little twist through your back, and then come back down to the center. And then left arm's going to reach up and then come back down to the center. So now if your hands can touch the floor, you're going to press the left hand down as the right arm lifts up. So you're getting a little bit of tension through your spine as you go, and bring that down. And then again, tension. So press the right hand down as the left arm comes up and then back down. Keep your head nice and heavy in the middle. Press down through the left arm, right arm reaches up. And back to the center, and then press down through the right arm, left arm reaches up, and then back to the center. One more time each side. Press down through the left as the right arm reaches, and back down. And last one, press down through the right, left arm reaches up, and back down. Now stay in this position, but wiggle your feet maybe a tiny bit wider, and then we're just gonna do little lunges side to side. So let your hip shift over to the right, bend the right knee, come up in the middle, head is heavy. Shift to the left, bend the left knee, come up to the center with a heavy head. So we're just trying to feel a little bit of a stretch going through those inner thighs. Come up to the center and switch. And up to the center. Keep this going. So really this is a trying to get my back to crack kind of a workout, but it's also a really good spine and lower body mobility class. Coming up, one more each side. Little lunge and lifting up, and then again little lunge and lifting up. Come to the middle, bring your feet a little bit closer together, bend your knees, drop your tailbone, and then roll your spine all the way up. Okay, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees, so let's just go ahead and meet down there. So every time we're on our hands and knees, we wanna be stacking those shoulders over top of your wrists, and your knees and your hips stack. And then what we're gonna do is just going through a few rounds of cat-cow. So we're moving our spine up and down. I'm not gonna worry too much about like breath patterning or anything like that. This is really more just about spine mobility. But I am gonna remind you to really drop your head. Really lift your head as your tailbone lifts, and then really drop your head as your tailbone tucks. So you're trying to get the full back to move. Two more in this direction. Lift and round. And one more. Lift and round. And then come to neutral. And then your hips are going to be going to the right, and you're trying to pull the hips up as high as they can to the right, and then they swing over to the left. So you're trying to get that side to side spine motion. And then once the hips feel good, start to add the upper body twisting into it. So I'm trying to fold my body in half to the right, and my right ear comes with me. And then I'm going to try to fold my body in half to the left, and my left ear towards the hip. And I'm already getting my neck to crack in this position. Again, I'm not forcing my neck to crack, but I am getting little cracks as I go. So we're getting that side to side curve. Keep that going. Side and side. Now pause with the left hip lifted and the left shoulders towards the left hip. And then from here, you're gonna lift it up in the center. So move through that cow position, up and over to the right, and then move through the cat as you come over to the left. So we're doing a circle with our whole spine. So we're lifting up and over to the right, and then curve and over to the left. One more time this direction, lifting up and over to the right, and then curve and over to the left. And then we'll reverse it. So curve over to the right, and then arch up to the left. So curve. This one's always really confusing for people. So honestly, as long as you're just circling your spine around, it's gonna feel pretty darn good. One more time, curve and over, and then arch and over, and then just come back to the middle. Wiggle it all out. Maybe shake your wrists out if it's starting to get a little bit tight in this position. And then you're gonna really press your chest forward over top of your thumbs. And then you're gonna drop one elbow down, look up to the left, and then stretch up to the center. And then drop your left elbow down, look up to the right, and then come up in the center. And we're just going back and forth and lift. And so you might start to get little clicks into your upper back, which always feels pretty good. Rotate and lift and rotate. Good job. And lift. One more each side. Rotate and lift. And twisting out that upper spine and up. Now take your knees a little bit further apart, turn them slightly pigeon-toed, and then we're just gonna rock back and forth just to get a little bit more opening across your pelvis and across your low back. Shift forward and back. Good. 2 more. Back. Just getting that nice little opening into your tailbone. And then come on up, come on out of that position, and we're gonna come into a seated position. So you're gonna take your right knee, cross it over the left knee. I'm just gonna hold onto the left knee with my right hand for now. Lift that left arm up nice and high and then twist to the right. Drive my left arm down across my left knee and then take that right hand and place it back behind me. So I'm trying to actually, got a little cramp in my ribs. I'm trying to actually wiggle that right hand long and sit up tall at the same time. So we're, again, just trying to get that nice twist into your upper back. Feet can be relaxed. Turn your head and look over that right shoulder. And just take a nice deep breath in and out. So my hope at the end of this class is that you feel like, you know, maybe you get a little bit of cracking into your back, but ideally you just kind of lose the sensation of needing to crack your back. All right, let's come out of that. Back through the middle, and then we're going to twist and do the other side. So left knee is bent, cross it over the right thigh, hold onto that left hand or left knee with your left hand, reach the right arm up nice and high, and then pull and twist to the left, hook that right elbow across your left knee, and then swing the left hand back. Oh, and then I just got my own little self-adjustment. And we're sitting up nice and tall and twisting, looking over that left shoulder, relaxing those legs, and just breathing. You might find that your hip on the bottom leg wants to grip in this position, and you can just remind it, shake it out, let it go. Let the twist happen in that back. Good. Untwist, unravel. Scoot your bum forward, bring your arms out in front of you, and start to tuck your tailbone under, and just roll your spine down. Just think spinal mobility more than anything else. Hugging your left knee into your chest. Really reach that right leg long. Give that left knee, I don't know what knee I said, to be honest. Give that left knee a really good squeeze in. And then you're gonna take that left knee in your right hand, open the left arm out to the side, and then you're just gonna gently twist all the way over to the right. You may or may not get a couple of good cracks into your back here. Again, it's not the goal, it's just trying to get as much mobility through there so that you don't feel like you have the pressure of needing to crack it. Nice deep breath in and out. Now I'm starting to reach my left arm out, so I'm getting a little bit more active stretch through my left chest and through my lumbar spine. Good, and then with that right hand on top of the left knee, I'm just gonna really gently press that left knee up into my right hand and then gently let it go. And then again, press the left knee up into the right hand, hold, 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 and then gently let it go. One more time, gently press that knee up, hold that tension, hold, 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 and gently let it go. And my twist increased, I hope yours did too. Come back to the middle, hug that knee into your chest, and then send it long, switching to the other side. So right knee's gonna come in, send that left leg long, give it a good squeeze. And then taking that right knee in your left hand, right arm's gonna open, let your body fall up and over to that left side, just going as far as you, there we go, there goes my back, as far as you can comfortably. And then start to really lengthen through that right side. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So you're gonna have the left hand on top of the right knee. You're gonna press that right hand up into your left hand, or sorry, right knee up into your left hand. Hold, hold, hold. And then gently let it go. Exhale, let that twist increase a little bit. And then again, push the knee up into the hand. Up, 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 up. And gently let it go. One more time, pressing that knee up. Hold, 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 hold. And then gently letting go. Good, and then coming back to the center, squeezing that leg in. And then reach your body nice and long. Reach your fingertips away from you. Reach your toes away from you. Feel the big stretch through your whole spine. Take a nice deep breath. And then exhale, rolling all the way up to sitting. You're going to swing your legs back around, coming into an all fours position. But then what I'm going to get you to do is actually walk your knees back a little bit further so that you can come forward into a little bit of a low back stretch. So from here, let's tuck our head, drop your head down, and then roll your spine back to your downward dog. And then curve your spine forward into the arch, looking up. Drop your head, curve as you roll back, and then tuck your tailbone under. So we're just creating a little wave through our spine. Look. Make sure your head really moves with you. So keep your head tucked as long as possible as you're coming forward, and then you look all the way up as far as is comfortable. Tuck your chin, curve as you go back. Let's do two more. Curve under, keep that chin tucked, feeling that little stretch at the top of your neck, and then look up, feeling the stretch under your chin, and curve, and go back. Last one, curving forward, and open, and then tuck. Tuck the toes under, lift up into that downward dog. Same thing here, we're gonna do the little wave. So long, long downward dog, lift your heels up, wave your spine forward, coming into a little bit of a bigger back arch, and then drop your head, and wave up and back. And then again, lift your heels, tuck under, finding that nice arch. So there's loose rules around this. All I want you to really be thinking about is trying to move your spine. Trying to get as much range of motion through your spine as possible. Last one, tuck under and push back. Now walk your hands and feet towards each other. You're going to come into that nice forward fold that we started the class with. Knees are softly bent. Low back is heavy, head is nice and heavy. Now you're going to roll your spine all the way up. Nice and slow. Take a nice deep breath in at the top, and we're going to do a little check-in with our spine and see how it's feeling. So drop your chin, roll your spine forward and down, all the way forward, and see if we've hopefully loosened off some of those little tight spots that we started with. Inhale, and exhale, rolling all the way up. Inhale at the top. One more time, exhale, drop your chin, rolling all the way forward and down. Now, if you're still feeling tight, I want you to go back to the beginning of the class and do everything again. It's a quick class. It's a good mobility class. This is honestly one of the most perfect kind of ways to start your day, is just going through all of this spinal mobility. All right, roll your shoulders out. Awesome work, everyone. We will see you next time.